good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Journal. Dima, clock ticking music. I don't know what's going on this year, but almost every week I've been coming across stories where lesbians are just in bad relationships, or lesbians are basically leaving their women to go to men. Just this week, Tasha K posted up a story about this woman by the name of NEF Baby. She talks about she walked away from a good man to be with this stud, only to find out that this stud basically left her for another man. But wait, there's more. I also covered a very beautiful young lady by the name of Forever the Rebel. She is a lady that lives in Atlanta, and she was upset with dating women.
What's up? I'm a stud. I like girls, but I think I'm finna start dating men. And let me tell you why. So I've been out here dating, and I just find that I date a lot of these femmes, and it seems like they looking for a parent instead of a partner, bro.
Now she's dating men, and she's basically talking about the differences between them.
Alright, I've dated women my whole life, and I've recently switched to dating men. And I'm also dropping a song about it on Friday. So because I've dated both, I'm going to talk about the differences between men and women that I've noticed in my experience. And this one is a surprise to me, this next one. But I think that men can last more rounds than women. Like, I don't know, this is just my experience, y'all. But listen, even though a man will be done quick, it don't take that much to get him back ready. Like a girl, you make her 1-2 times, she be rolling over going to sleep. That's just my experience.
Then also, there's so much content about abusive lesbian relationships.
We gotta talk about something real deep but necessary. Y'all know I love my lesbian community, and all I want to do is empower and uplift, but sometimes we need to be called out. And one of those things is domestic violence in lesbian relationships. Lesbians, stop putting your hands on your girlfriend. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've heard too many stories from friends about abuse in relationships. And it seems like this behavior over time has become normalized in girl-on-girl relationships.
And that brings me to the story of Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson is a very talented sprinter, one of the best in the world. And for many years, she was dealing with a young lady by the name of Jonique Brown. And Jonique Brown was from Jamaica. She runs for the Jamaican national team, but she went to the University of Arkansas. And their relationship was quite toxic.
Also made some claims about domestic abuse. She made some claims that you were being abusive and your family was also mentally abusive to her as well. Is that true? Any at all?
What I don't know, whatever the family is, that is between them, because them never have a good relationship in the first place. And I was abusive once that there's physical evidence of, and we move on. And even after then, I was trying to move on from that, and we still got nowhere.
And it ended on bad terms. When Sha'Carri Richardson came out and talked about it, many Sha'Carri Richardson fans went over and trashed Jonique Brown. And as you know, there is a big situation going on with the Jamaica versus the USA team on both the women and men's track field. So that relationship was never able to come back together. And to be fair, both people admitted that they were both toxic in this relationship. And then there's something going on. Sha'Carri Richardson has always identified as bisexual, but we've always seen her with women. I've never seen her with a man until recently. Recently, Sha'Carri Richardson shared this particular photo wearing this particular chain. And this chain is nice, right? Don't get me wrong. However, this chain looks like it belongs to somebody else. That chain belongs to Olympic sprinter Christian Coleman, and they were recently seen together hanging out at the Atlanta Falcons game, enjoying themselves and all of that. And it brings up the question, are women who are dealing with women coming back to men? Now, this is something that's interesting. I'm starting to see certain levels of evidence of that. Obviously, you're going to have, studs and things like that. But, there have actually been podcasts on the subject. I reviewed it before, where, you know, you had studs who were secretly dealing with men, and you had other studs that were upset about that happening in the first place. And the reality is, for a lot of women, I just think that what they feel is that men are a little bit easier to deal with. Now, this is not me personally saying that this happens all the time, but I would probably believe that this could be the case. Let me explain what I mean. Now, women do understand women, but what could happen is maybe a lot of women don't understand women. And as hard as women can be to understand for us, it can be to understand for them. And so that's probably why you see so many videos about, you know, lesbian and lesbian relationships going bad, or lesbian and lesbian relationships having some level of domestic violence. And I just think that for a man, it could be even more simpler. And this is what I kind of get with a lot of ladies who say that they're in the LGBTQ, and they could be. I'm surprised when I see so many women that are saying that they're gay, but they're having kids with the men. Look at the story of Kalani. Kalani is supposed to be a lady that is completely gay. She had a relationship, however, with Javon Young White, in which, booty clapping sounds, that happened, and then they had a particular child, and then now she's in a cult that is led by, you guessed it, a man, and now Javon is trying to get custody of his kid because of that. So I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, if Kalani is living a gay lifestyle, what is she doing with Javon Young White? And maybe people are just doing them, and I think that's great. But also, I will just say this to a lot of men: just worry about being a man. Being a man takes care of so many things. Being a man, operating within your manhood, you know, you don't need to take away from anything else. Just produce, just do what you're supposed to do. And I think women always appreciate that, no matter what they may say that they are. You know, if you're a man and you're doing what you're supposed to do, women are ultimately attracted to that. At least the women are supposed to be dealing with you. And maybe Sha'Carri Richardson was going through a phase. I'm not sure. She's definitely hanging out with this guy, seems to be in a serious relationship with this guy, seems to be happy. And I'm seeing this more often. I'm seeing, you know, almost every week, like, you know, studs are catching their girlfriends with other guys, or they're going to be with other guys. I don't know what's going on, man. So what do you guys think? Do you think that she's gonna stay with men? Do you think that certain ladies are upset about this? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all of you. Do subscribe to the bell. We're out.